But as I told some of you, good day today too. Where's that flag we just looked at? It's at 12 o'clock right there.
This one right here in front of us?
No, the one in the distance, way distance. On the horizon, way in the distance of the flag flying. We saw it earlier.
It's not blowing right now.
Okay,
right,
but that's Peach Orchard Hill.
Over the top of that.
Yeah, right about the middle, Peach Orchard Hill. There it is to the left there, I think. And then, of course, to that little hump right before the big range of hills, that little hump in the very end, that's Shies Hill. That's the second day fighting. That 3-mile long line fish hook on the second day. No one attacked the fort here, but William Driver was in this fort. I've told you about on the bus, and on the bus, and he pointed to his house over there and said, if that flag goes down, destroy that house. And it's a terrible story. He's buried in the city cemetery. Oh Glory, that's how the flag is called. He named it Oh Glory. And 32 pounders were over here, 24 pounders, I believe, were over there. 3-inch ordnance rifles over here, and some Napoleons in here as well. And the stonework, as I've said 5 times, was all put by the WPA on top of the original foundation. But they performed a lot of archaeology here and found a whole lot of artifacts. My mama brought me here when I was about 9 years old or 8 years old or something, and I'll never forget it. My mother grew up was poor growing up, and I won't bore you with all the stories, but always had compassion for people down their luck, and she taught us that. She did walk to school with cardboard in her shoe, and that's not, it really happened. But nonetheless, somewhere through here, there are these bunkers you see, or whatever, not here so much as down there, these holes going through there, where it's on down there, and this street person rolled out of there, and hey, Ma, who's that? He's just somebody down in their luck. They should move on. They should down in their luck. Yeah. And they had it open before the World War II, and then it closed it down, and then it's just in disrepair. Nobody did nothing to it. Now these wonderful interpretive signs all over here. Kix Brook has been very supportive of Civil Wars, by the way, in general. Kix Brook, and they've had many meetings up here and whatever, fundraising things up here as well. And so I urge you to take time to read these interpretive signs. They're all David Curry, third cousin of mine, but he worked on these interpretive signs. And that interpretive center, we can't see the film today, and I apologize. But that excellent little film in there, and they've done a whole lot. That wasn't there 8 years ago. I don't think Fort Negley wasn't there. I mean, the center right there. That's new, by the way, as well. There were trenches on the campus of Vanderbilt before it was built. That's Kirkland Hall over there, that tall thing right there. I know people have found federal breastplates at Vanderbilt's campus in the past. John Ryan found it. Somehow he got in there. He died in the early 90s or something like that. Yeah, as well. So I urge you to I can wear you out with a lot of things, but I want to add, like I've said on the bus 3 times, is that they were surrounding the churches, the black churches, the barber shops, and whatever, and pressing everybody they could find. And there was a brick masons and whatever were in Nashville. A lot of free blacks were in Nashville when the war began. A great contingent of free blacks. And they were impressing all of them. 2,600 blacks were working out here. They put them in tents. About 2,400, about 600 of them died out here. Some think they're still buried around here. And they put them in tents, terrible food. In the end, only about 300 of them were ever paid. And, hey, I'm free. Well, who cares? Come on over here. We're going to impress you to work. And they suffered terribly in the exposure, the elements. And, to be honest, neither side really cared a whole lot about the blacks. The Federals didn't care about them, and the Confederates didn't care about them that much. Individuals, yes, but you go in that store, why was the war fought? You know why it's fought. 100 reasons why it's fought, not just one. But certainly they didn't treat these blacks here very well whatsoever. That's a pretty 600, 2,400. That's 25% death casualties. That children working out here. Children working out here as well. You're impressed, you're going to go to work, or not, and you'll suffer the consequences. As my father said, I can't make you do anything, but I can make you damn sorry you didn't do it. Okay, Daddy, I understand. I don't think I'll be sorry. What's that? Yes, now it's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th Avenue. Back then it was Front Market College and Cherry Street. Yes. Yeah, that whole thing by the river and going up and up, 4 blocks wide, 8 blocks long. But they get a little mad at the tourism part when you ask about Smoky Row.
There are houses then.
Yeah, and there were a couple, maybe one woman, or maybe the house with 2 women or something. And then there was like Martha Reedy in the census. She's worth $26,000 and had 14 women there, 3 children, and 1 black. That's documented. It's all documented. You can Google it, research yourself. As Dr. Bud Robinson said, history is not always pretty. And it's not. You know, it's not whatsoever. So I urge you, take your time and look and view these interpretive signs. I could take you to each one, but they're everywhere below you as well. They're wonderful walkways. Now, Rains Hill, that's east. And we're going to go over there next to Granbury's Lynette. There's an artillery gun here that fired on Cheatham and his staff near the Granbury's Lynette, named for General Granberry, killed a Franklin. And that is in, hold on, that direction right over there. And it came very close to hitting Cheatham and his staff, threw dirt on him. It's that close to him. We better get out of here and stuff. We're going to go to that Lynette to the east. And from that east to Bell's Bend, that's 14 miles difference by land between the two. That's how wide this is. So
all this stonework then was WPA?
That was put on top of the original.
So was
yes, sir.
Any original that you could see?
Oh, well, it's a portion of it, but it's still the original, but it's underneath this is what it is. But it's still going to the contour of the fort. Exactly. Shape. There's some open areas. I call it bunkers. They're small, but you can get some. Down there, you see those open areas. And down over here as well. We're celebrating 150 years. Because the very brothers originally held, and then they came over here. The Archbishop back then invited them to come down and start a school. That's how it got down. The headquarters of the U.S. is in the United States. Like folks, I'm going to take you to Granbury's Lynette. That will be behind us, about a mile and a half. We got to go circle around, go through the old fairgrounds. Hello. Then we got to kick it to high gear. My marching orders that we have to be on the road no later than 4:30 to be able to get to the hotel by 5 to do what we're going to do later. So we're going to go over this rise, down to the light, and then take a left. Stay in the left lane too, please.
You take care of the business, right?
Yes,
He knew the right thing to do. Those kids go out there in the water and just do it. Huh?
At this light, we're going to take a left. I know this is all disjointed. I know it's difficult. My objective today was to show you things you haven't seen and give you an overview of things as well. But we're going to take a left here on Wedgewood. Going to go through the old fairgrounds and hit what they call Louisville Road and up Polk Avenue to the Granberry's Lynette, where the USCTs were attacking both days. United States colored troops did not have their highest casualties at Battle of Wagner, aka the movie. One of the highest was here, not only at Nashville, but Petersburg, Crater, but not Battery Wagner. Yes, sir. From Granbury's Lynette, we're going to hit straight to the Confederate right on the second day. Remember, Lee's Corps is in the middle, first day, down by Woodmont, whatever. Stewart's Corps to our right or west, and Cheatham's to the east. During the night, Lee's Corps pulled straight down to Peach Orchard Hill. Cheatham's was swung over on the Confederate left, and Stewart's Corps went behind the stone wall that I'll show you, that I found tons of artifacts around, from a kid to an adult. I'm becoming an old man now, so I've got to figure out what to do with these artifacts. I've got thousands of mini balls, about 150 pounds of cannonball fragment, at least, probably more with the sabots, lead sabots, and all kinds of things. I've got to figure this out. Or I'll die, they'll be sold separately, nobody will know where they came from.
Bring them to dinner tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll take them off your hands.
Tom, bring them to dinner tonight.
Well, I'm not going home now.
We'll come to your house.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll come to your house and you can give them out.
The two that I treasure the most, I have cannonballs I found. What an exciting thing, you know, as a kid and an adult. But two solid cast blockout buttons. How many buttons can you find where you know what brigade was there? Featherston's Mississippi Brigade. They were at Franklin. They were at the Stonewall at Nashville second day. I know that's Featherston's Mississippians. And that's a neat deal. And then another one, I believe, was Johnson's division. But I treasure those. Whitworth bullets. Does everyone know what a Whitworth rifle is? Telescopic muzzle loader. The most accurate rifle of the war. And I have 2 Whitworth bullets. Normal mini balls are about $3. These are $150 bullets. And just straight on, sir. This Lynette was built on the 13th of December, and it was named for General H.B. Granberry, who was killed, as you know, at Franklin. 300 and I forget how many now, 330, 360 Texans, 378 Texans were here, and then the line went across with Govans and Lowry's all the way down to this fairgrounds where Bates Division and Bates Division and another brigade was down here, the fairgrounds, and going up that Rains Hill. On December the 12th, there was a Rains house. I'll show you close where it was when we get up here. But they, federal soldiers